Hello.
Hi. Hello.
It's
the Migas.
Oh my God.
Welcome back.
It's been so long.
It's been a
long
while.
time.
It's been a minute since I met you. When I wet you.
No, not wet you.
Met you. What?
Step two. What? Oh,
If you know, you know. Aaliyah.
my girl.
Our boo.
R.I.P.
I know. And I think it's going to make didn't she pass in August?
Ooh, I don't know. But it
I
was a
think-
very sad
I think
day.
she did, yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah. Because if she was around, Beyonce who? I said what I said.
Word. I agree. Clap back. Oh, I missed you.
I missed you too.
I missed you here.
Oh my God. Guys, don't worry. We have seen each other outside.
Right.
Imagine, I don't see Cindy
Until we...
until we record. She's literally just my coworker.
Literally, we're co-living.
That's
We're,
it, right? Oh my goodness.
we're co-parents.
So, right? Co-parenting this show. That's our
For real.
baby.
Rockin' my baby.
Oh, microphone, I've missed you.
I know. How you been?
How you been, girl?
Girl.
So tell me, tell us. What have
I
you been
know.
up to?
What haven't I been up to? I know, right? So let me bring out my notes because I don't want to miss anything. And I'm going to try to be as brief as possible because I literally told Nora, but for the recording, she knows. She knows. You know. So I think we last recorded back in February. So, and I know we gave you guys a shorter season, but no worries. We are here to give you guys a full chunky season. Okay? So
But we also it was a short season.
it was short and
However,
sweet.
You got to see our faces.
I know. Yes.
And
so
the production was...
I know. Shout out to the production team, aka Richard from One Eye Photography. Make sure you're following.
Yep. Our Frenchman.
Okay, so since last season and / summer so far, I took a trip to Mexico City. That was on my bucket list literally for a very long time. And God always just makes it work. Not at the time that we thought we wanted to go, but he was just like, hey, there's an opportunity to go. So we went. I feel like my biggest take back was fully immersing in the culture because I feel like we've been to both coasts of Mexico, both east and west, enjoying their beaches and the beach life, but going into the interior and experiencing their capital, it was just like, whoa, this is so cool to be able to explore this side of a country that I absolutely love and respect. And my biggest thing, I guess, like I said, going back, the biggest takeaway was fully understanding the Mexican pride, the traditions, the culture, and how much they respect that amongst their people. And no matter the age, because we had one tour guide that was elder and we had another tour guide that was super young. And they both spoke so proudly of their culture and their history. And of course, the food. The food was amazing. Got to also experience lucha libre fight. And I literally felt like I was in a movie. So if it's on your bucket list and if it's not, please add it. Please go and truly enjoy the inside of the country. And again, there's so many other towns in Mexico or cities in Mexico that we want to explore, but we will definitely be back to Mexico City. You cannot explore that place in a week,
right?
You cannot. You literally need a lifetime. That's for sure. Then Monster Jam.
Yes.
And that, I saw Nora there.
I was there.
She was there. And that was fun. But unfortunately, crazy thunderstorms. So we had to in a sense, evacuate from the bowl. So we had to go to coverage. And then we also had paid for Caleb to do an extra VIP experience where he got to drive a Power Wheel, or I guess a monster truck size Power Wheel. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
Right?
No, wait. Monster truck Power wheel.
Monster truck power wheel.
Yeah, a power wheel-sized monster truck. I was like, a monster truck-sized... Damn, that's a huge power wheel.
So yes, but unfortunately, because that's supposed to happen during the halftime show and because of the delay of the weather and them having to stop the show, it just was not going to fit in the schedule. So unfortunately, he did not get to do that, but he did get the teaser of it, which was like the hardest part. But again, it was a resilience teaching moment. It's just like, because we didn't let him know until it was time to go down there to the pit or whatever, that what was happening. And then when they had us kind of waiting, and then when they told us about the delay and then the fact that it was going to be canceled, we were like, oh crap, let's wait. So he cried, of course, for a little bit, let him have his emotions. And we were like, you know what, we can go into the,
like
what is it?
Right?
No, to the little souvenir.
Yeah.
I was like, we can get some merch. I was like, pick whatever merch you want. And obviously he completely forgot about what he was supposed to be doing. So how was your Monster Jam experience? And I know with the whole weather thing.
It was good. We only took Oliver because, I mean, the girls are going to be like, what the hell is this? Like,
Helly?
Yeah, what the hell? I feel like Ollie got really overwhelmed when we had to like evacuate and go into like, little where the concessions are and everything. And he just looked at me and he's like, Mommy, I want to go home. Like he just was, I think it was like overstimulating, overwhelmed. I was like, dude, me too. I was like, so say less, we are leaving right now. And then he's like, yeah, I saw it. I'm good. I'm like, okay. And he was like, it's very loud. And I had the thing for him.
Headphones, but still, no.
He was like, no, it's very loud. He's like, I don't like it. And I'm like, okay. And he just wanted to leave. He wanted to leave. I was like, okay, that's fine. Because I was ready to take a nap.
So we both supported our kiddos in one way, shape, or form we're helping them navigate their emotions. And I feel like it's so important, especially for the boys, for our boys, giving them that space to express and us not saying like, suck it up. You're fine.
Some days I want to, like, I know expresses too much at some points. I'm like, dude, relax.
Okay. And then Mr. Caleb officially got his eyeglasses, and we've been through a hurdle with that. He does need to wear them for therapy because he has one eye that crosses in when it's trying to focus on something, whether it's writing, reading, Lego, anything close to his face, and even sometimes with the television. So with that, I thought that the eye that was crossing was the one with the issue, but it's actually the other one. So the eye that's crossing is actually compensating for the one that's like, I guess, like not up to par or wherever it needs to be. So he does need to wear his glasses for therapy for at least 2 years. But the first pair he lost or misplaced. And we waited a bit before we replaced them because the first pair was very expensive because we went directly through the ophthalmologist, the doctor. And I was just like, all right, if we're going to get glasses again, we're going to cut out the middleman. And when we did, we got the next pair of glasses for half the price that we paid for the original one. And the eye place that we went to was just a blessing because the women there, the employees there were just so welcoming, so understanding. And this lady, without even like knowing me, and I guess just like seeing like my, I guess like interaction with Caleb throughout the entire time there, she's like, that little boy was sent to heal you.
Aww.
And I was just like, ma'am, do not make me cry right now. But yes, I agree. And I've been really like thinking about that again, like when he arrived in my life, he arrived during the pandemic. And I'm like, yeah, of course, he makes me feel annoyed. I wouldn't say, I'm trying to say he's not annoying. He is like trying to switch from you're annoying to you made me feel annoyed. Yeah. So I've been working. That's another thing I've been working. I've been working on a lot of things, so many things, but I've been more mindful with my words towards him. And also when I do lash out, I try to apologize as soon as possible, whether it's in the moment or within that day, and explain to him why I was upset or bothered by whatever it was in that moment. And interesting enough, he's been holding me accountable in the senses that as he's like, hey, I see your face. It looks happier now. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I have not had the boldness or the balls to ask him, hey, so what did my face look like before?
You're like, I don't want that mirror
I'm not ready for that accountability. But again, and going back to what the lady said, that he was put here to heal me. And just feel like us as millennials in general, we've been doing all of that work of healing ourselves, so we can be better parents. And at the same time, obviously, parenting our parents. So it's like we're doing the work, and it's showing through the fruit of our kids, ourselves, how we're treating others, how our hearts are changing. But like, I can go on and on about that. That'll definitely be another episode. Let me continue. Let me carry on. Well, we've had book club events.
Yep.
We had 2 of them. One from a Court of
Pages.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm always getting
Court of Pages.
Court of Pages. And that was very fun because that was a wrap up of a series that Christian actually started the book club with. Because I remember joining when you guys were, I think, had just read the novella. I don't know what it was, but I was like, oh my God, I was so consumed by the books. So that was very nice to do that in person and see all the book besties in person and share that. We went to the book house.
I thought it was Book Barn.
Book Barn or Book House in Milburn.
Yeah.
One of those. It's near the Willow and Whisk in Milburn.
Hold on.
I know. She'll report back. But that's when I also found out that there was a Willow and Whisk in Milburn, because I know there's one in Bergen County that's always like so hard to get to. So if you are in the Morris County area.
The Book House.
The Book House.
Yes.
Okay, the Book House. And that's, like I said, near Willow and Whisk. So you can make it a day. There. So that was really nice. And then we also got a chance to do a book crawl in Brooklyn with Connect Her NYC with Selena and Layla and Lena. And that was also very, very nice. Again, meeting other women with the same, I guess, outlook on life and just the same love for books.
Yeah.
And again, it was just like a perfect connecting moment. And the way that they hosted it was very dope. I had a great day. I had a great day. I think I clocked in like 19,000 steps, and I was just like, oh, this is great. I was like, we should be doing more book crawls on the weekends. Let's get out there and moving. And again, just being in community and in person, having these conversations, because again, a lot of these book club stuff is virtual. And I know that's one thing that you've been wanting to do also with your book club during the summer, is having more of those in-person events, because it's just different.
It hits different. It's very, when you can actually sit there and like read people's body language and like just be a little more comfortable, sharing a meal, sharing beverages, like just being there in community. I just feel like that elevates the experience to a whole nother thing. Cause it's like, once you shut off, like once you're off Zoom, once you're off FaceTime, like that's it. Like that, I feel like that.
Like the bubble pops.
Yeah.
Right?
But when it's like, when you leave and you vibed with people, it's like that stays, like you get that contact high for like hours, if not days. So I'm like,
I agree.
I wanted to do the bonfire and the book club and bonfire. And then it was like, oh, it's supposed to rain. It was like 80% chance of rain. And guess what? Not even one freaking drop.
Yeah, I know. But this weather, I mean, I know we've been saying like everybody's been crazy, was waiting for summer so hard.
Yeah.
And the summer was like, nah, we got like some pretty bad like rain for a while.
Yeah.
When eventually people started calling it Seattle, New Jersey.
We literally were in Seattle, New Jersey at this point. Cause I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake up in Forks?
And then it was cold.
Yeah.
It was very cold. And I was just there like, I'm loving it because it was giving all the fall weather. Yes. And I love that. Yes, I'm a summer baby, but I thrive in the fall.
I love the fall.
Yeah.
That's my favorite season. If like I could live in the fall all year round, I'd be fine with that.
Right. Like give me 70s and then like low 60s at night.
Yeah.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Give it all to me, and zero humidity.
Yes. Yeah.
The her.
And this is why I got a keratin treatment.
When I got my bootlegger keratin treatment from my lovely mother, she tried, but I didn't realize that you should not be getting those things if you have color in your hair. So my thing literally looked like a, what is it? Oompa Loompa, Willy Wonka hair color. Because even my hair colorist was like, I was wondering what happened to your hair color. And I was like, well, let me tell you about my fake Dominican beautician, my mother. She's like, where did she even get this product? I was like, I know because it's like a license thing. The thing is she has connections. So she gets all these. So she thinks like we're good. Like we're good because they're a professional.
And this is why our moms are exactly the same. Because when I got my keratin treatment done, she was like, what was the product? And I was like,
I thought she was going to say the price.
No, she asked me for the price, obviously. And she's like, what was the product? Find the product. And she's like, oh,
I could do that.
She's like, Jenny, this girl that works with her, Jenny said that she got this from the Dominican Republic. And I was like, okay. And she goes, oh, she just does this much on it. And look at my hair. I was like, I'm looking and it looks the same. I was like, I don't know what you're doing, mother. And she's like, let me try on your hair. And I'm like, back the fuck up. Like, no.
And that was my thing. I'm like, okay, sure. Because I'm just her trial and error.
Hell no.
And now I've learned, especially after going through this bleaching process, do not let my mom play like doll. Like, let's play like muñecas today on your hair.
No. My mom used to do relaxer on my hair. And the thing is, she would, like, you're not supposed to touch the scalp.
Yeah, same.
No, she would brush it down like it was gel. And I was like, this is why my brain cells have started to die.
They're all burnt.
I was like, oh no,
I'm glad there was this one Dominican beautician that my mom brought us to. And obviously, she, they just know what you've been doing to your hair. And she's like, you need to please stop putting the relaxer in their hair, the permanente. And because you're killing their curls. My mom was like, that's the point. So it could be easier to do their hair. But I'm glad that she actually listened and she did stop. And then like our curls were thriving. But even now, like, so I told myself, I was like, I need to like chill on the heat so these curls can come back. But it's just so much easier to manage when it's straight. Because yes, curly looks great one day. One day, my friends. And again, if you know, obviously, Nora's like, yeah, I know.
Oh, I know. I don't like my face with gray hair, so.
So talking about books, I picked up about books. You want to talk about books? Because I know, again, this has also just kind of been like a theme now, or like I feel like now I shouldn't even say like a movement or a feeling in the book clubs. I feel like both of them, or all three of them, where everyone is like, kind of getting in. I wouldn't say like tired of like reading like the same like story plot over and over. But again, you said the word depth.
Yes.
Not
depth. Depth.
Not depth.
Not.
Now we're looking for books with more. What is it? You also say meat and potatoes.
Yeah, meat and potatoes. I want the filling.
Right. Because like again, like those romance books, they're nice. It's a good like again palate cleanser.
Listen,
but we want I wouldn't again, and I don't want like a self-help book. Like yes, the Let Them Theory was great, which I still haven't even 100% finished. But I was like, okay, I get the gist. I know what I got to do now. But recently read Love and Respect by Dr. Emerson. He himself is a pastor, marriage counselor. Whether or not you're in a relationship, or if you are in a relationship, whether or not you're married or not, long-term, short-term, whatever, I highly recommend this book to absolutely everyone. And I love that he not only shares like real experiences from his own clients, married couples, but he's also obviously sharing his own stuff because he's been married, I think, 20 plus years. And then he also quotes scriptures from the Bible that like correlate or like that proves whatever he's trying to say. But my biggest thing from the book was a lot of that stuff in there. My mom has sold me all these years. And again, I'm just being stubborn because obviously it's the delivery. And again, you probably hear the same message, but you hear it from somebody else delivered a lot differently, and it just lands a lot better. So the way that this book landed, not in my brain, because I keep saying that, I forget my brain. The way that it landed on my heart and the way that I was able to apply it and me seeing just the changes. And it's not even, yes, again, it's for couples and marriages or whatever, but you can apply these things to all relationships. And especially, again, being female, understanding more of how the male brain or the male emotions work. Because even on here, we've talked about love languages and all the 5 love languages. And I feel like it was, and I don't even know if these books were written by men or female, but how I feel is that the love languages, well, I was like, a woman had to create that.
Yes, absolutely.
Because again, once you read this book, you will understand where I'm coming from, because men are so simple. We're the ones here that are overcomplicating everything. And of course, we're very emotionally driven and we think that they are too, but they're really not. It's more of, and one of the things that he related to was like, let's say like a man in the military or just a man that wears like uniform or whatever. When they don that uniform, what do they want to be? Admired, respected, and honored. And once they are, then that's when they'll literally do, I wouldn't say do anything that the woman says, but can sit there and show us the love that us women, we've been craving so bad. But if we're sitting here left and right, disrespecting any man in our lives, that's just gonna literally cause them to shut down, not respond, not do or say what we want to do and things like that. But again, I'm not gonna talk more about the book because I want you to sit there and read it. Um, it's not for everyone, but I would just, again, so if you want to switch up a genre or something or pick up something different, again, I highly, 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 highly recommend it because it's definitely been inspiring. I've definitely been inspired by it, and it has changed my perspective on a lot of things. And then I know I have a lot more stuff to talk about, but I'm just going to wrap up and I'll pass the baton to you.
I'm like, I don't have much, but
But because I feel like I can kind of like piggyback off anything that you're going to share, and then I can, again, we can there's time in the season to talk about the rest of these things. But the next biggest thing that I want to share, and I'll leave it at that, was a 72-hour spiritual fast that I did. And wow. Like I said, I don't even have much words for it, but it was truly a humbling experience. The power that we human have that was given to us from above. And once we're able to truly quiet our flesh and the world and worldly things, like that's when we truly feel, again, like that power of our spirit, the Holy Spirit, whatever religious entity. Like I truly felt that throughout those 3 days. And a lot of people obviously say, oh, I can never do that. I can never do that. But we were actually designed to fast. We were not meant to be consuming or eating all the time. And I feel like our society, we've been trained to overeat. I'm talking for myself because I was definitely overeating, overdoing it, and my body was feeling it to the point that I'm waking up in the middle of the night, like with food literally trying to come up. I would never actually throw up, but I could tell that was just like, oh my God, I ate too much today. But I wasn't conscious about it where I was making a change the next day. Oh, the next day, tomorrow I'll eat less. No, I just kept kind of, I was in a pretty bad cycle. But now again, I am aware of it. And like I was just telling Nora, like I recently did that where I overate and I instantly felt it. But then the next day I just adapted and adjusted. So it is something, again, if you have questions about it, need any type of guidance, I am here to dive into it. If you have my number, text me. You could DM us on the Migas, DM me on my personal page about it. I'm here to share, and we are here to share. We are here to inspire and just get better.
Yeah.
Like I keep saying, 1% every single day. And another thing that I've also learned is to not sit in my shame, not sit in my past. I am not my past. That's not who I am. I am not my shame. I am not perfect. Well, I'll never be perfect, but I am just being more aware of who I am, how I am responding. And also another thing that I was realizing, I was forgiving here in my head. I was like, yeah, I forgive. But I realized I never forgave in my heart because things were still, again, regurgitating, coming up, and all these things. And I was just like, why is it still coming up? And I was just like, yeah, because I forgave in my head. My brain like was trying to forget about it, but subconsciously it was still there because it was still really dark in my heart. So I feel a lot lighter. And that's like the best, like the only thing I can explain, or how I could put it into words. But it's a journey. And again, it's just journey that just started. It's crazy. Literally, I've never truly like cracked open a Bible the way that I have these past couple of weeks. And I was saying this thought in my head, but at the same time, I was able to kind of like just say, nope. I was like, wow, if I would have opened up the Bible 10 years ago, but I was like, if I would have opened it up 10 years ago, I wasn't ready for it. I would have not received it like I received it in this season.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Holy Spirit, Jesus, the Holy Trinity, for allowing me to enter this season. And again, everything that I went through last year, even then, I probably wasn't fully prepared to receive it. And also how it just like landed on my lap. And that's how God literally works. It's just stuff. And it literally landed through Instagram. So that's why I say the power of social media.
Yeah. And you've been cleaning up your social media too.
Yeah, I sure did. I sure did. And I did that just from a bunch of influencers, a bunch of like these target pages. I was just like, it's overconsumption on my behalf. I realize I don't have any control. If I see it, I want it. And I don't need it. I realize I don't need it. I just wanted just to say that I got to go and buy it. Like what? Why? Even when I say it out loud right now, I was like, makes zero sense. It makes zero sense. I was just like, and that's another thing too. I've been learning to be a good steward of what I already have. Whether, again, my home, but also my body.
Yeah.
I'm like, we only have this body one time.
Yeah. And for a finite period of time, that's insane.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Like you have to make sure that you're taking care of it, taking care of yourself. I mean, we've done a pretty good job taking care. Look at us.
I know.
Look at us.
I know. I'm so proud of us. Because again, we and you guys, if you guys have been here since episode 1, I'm sure, because I hear it. I feel it. Our growth.
Oh yeah. 1000%.
I know. And it's just like, I'm even like, I want to go back and listen to that first episode. I'm sure I'm going to be sitting there like cringing or whatever. But I'm like, I just wanted just to see and hear
the growth.
But like I said, I'm proud of us and I love you.
I love you. So guys, I have not had a very interesting.
Stop. I'm sure you have. You just got to pull it out.
Yeah. Well, because I have to go into the office, I have to do all these things, but some things have changed. So let's see. So we did Monster Jam. Oliver, Elena. Oh yeah, and then your birthday, obviously.
Yeah. That's what I was just like.
Hold on, we can talk about. So I also celebrated my birthday, and then we actually went into the city.
Yes,
and we went to this wine bookstore place. Overpriced, wasn't worth it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
Well, what I loved everything.
Yeah,
minus
the food,
the food menu. Yeah.
I'm like, you're going to give me
could do better.
Sardines or canned scallops? What do you
I don't know what the thought. Not the cat. Yeah. I don't know what the thought process was behind that.
Yeah.
But
our server was a little snippy at first. And I was just like, do not make me get up and check you.
I know.
Because he was just rude.
But he warmed up.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like.
In the beginning, I was
like, okay, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
I'm like, sir, you need to fucking chill. Like, get it together. Like
but we're just here trying to have a good time.
Exactly. Like I just want to sit here and like we wanted to talk about the podcast. We wanted to talk about books. We wanted to talk, just talk. And I look at them. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I did enjoy the charcuterie.
Yeah, but guys,
let me sip my coffee.
Yes. So is on a board. Nothing like grazed my board because her board slapped. Yes. But everything was like separated. Like it just looked like it was weird. But on one of them, they're Ruffles chips. They're Ruffles, sour cream, and onion chips. And she described it as it's a potato crisp with sour cream and onion flavoring. And I was like,
Elevated the heck out of that chip.
I was like, so it's Ruffles chips. Like, that's what it is. I could see the ridges. Okay. I'm like, call it what it is, man.
Right.
Like,
I
all right.
mean, you know, they have to fluff.
But why should
fluff
say
it.
it's Ruffles? Then why I have 4 pieces? The
I know
bag's
you
$2.99.
right. You could
Get it to the pool.
well, I was very mindful eating. I guess like portion size or whatever.
Price.
Stop cursing. I'm gonna be Caleb.
Oh God. Okay.
I told
sorry.
you because he said
This is the Lord's podcast now. Pastor Cindy, my bad.
no,
If you go to our previous videos, the sailor was
right.
her.
It was. And I've been more mindful in the cursing.
I'm
Again,
just
still
very
working.
passionate about my food and books.
I know. Same. But who, of course, checked me? Caleb. And I wish I could pinpoint exactly at what moment he said this. He was like, if you keep cursing like that, Jesus will not be in your heart. And I was just like, no words. You are absolutely right. And then he was like, and the same goes for daddy. And I was just like, check this both. And he's like, and then sometimes like if he hears any music, that he was like, that's not a good song. It has bad words.
Yeah, if I say a bad word, Oliver will be like, hey, don't say that. And I'm
like, who's the parent here?
And then, of course, like, Alina will look at him, she'll be like, Oliver, you're a pain in the ass. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like,
when they're watching this when they're older, yeah, that was you guys.
That was
like, thank you for checking us.
Okay, so yeah, we did. Okay, so it's Monster Jam, kids' birthdays, which we kept very, very low key. So you guys know I'm on my budget grind.
She is doing so amazing. Oh, amazing,
Yes.
amazing.
So I had set money aside for parties as well as gifts.
And when did you start that?
Oh, I started in January. Yeah, January. I just kind of decided, I was like, okay, this is how much I want to save from now till December. And then I get paid weekly. So I just broke it down that way. And every Friday, I'm just like, it's Cash Money Friday.
You're romanticizing.
Yeah. And I go, I have a little
money.
I bought a little envelope in like that tan color that I like. And it was 99 cents on Temu. So I just put it in there. I'm like, let's elevate this experience a little bit. I have my little binder and I make my little labels. And I'm always like, yep, here it is. All the pens are nice. Like, I mean, it doesn't have to break the bank. It could literally be paper, but I'm like, I'm a little bouge news with that. So with that.
No, extra.
But Zoe turned 3. I was like, girl, I'm just going to buy you what you need.
And that's your podcast, baby.
Yeah. She is the podcast baby. She is the Migas podcast baby.
Because we're officially
3 years. Yeah, she was cooking. When we were talking about it.
Yeah.
My little so baby. But yeah, so I bought her like what she needed and bought her like a balance bike and a few other things. And then instead of doing a party, I was just like, okay, so she was like, I want ice cream cake. And I was like, girl, you want ice cream cake? Me too. So we did that. We did an experience. Like I let her pick toys out. I'm like, you just do you. And then I took her for a manicure, pedicure.
That was so cute.
At Glitter and Glam.
That was so cute.
With Alina. And she's like looking at Alina and she's like, Alina, feet in the water.
Little baby boy.
Yeah, she's like, feet in the water, Alina. It's okay. Feet in the water.
Like, get over yourself.
Yeah, because Alina was scared. She was like, no. She's like, Alina, it's okay. And I'm like,
she's going to be her little cheerleader.
I'm like, oh my God. All right. Well, here. And then she's like looking at her and she's like, looking at her nails. She's like, beautiful pink nails. Aren't they nice? And I'm like, they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous.
I love it.
But yeah, we did that. And then Oliver, we ended up doing an experience for him. I just took him to the mall, let him pick out clothes, pick out some toys. And then I bought, oh my God, guys, do not knock Walmart. I went and bought cupcakes. It was, what's it called? Minecraft themed cupcakes from Walmart for $24.
Banging.
And it said, happy birthday, Oliver. And then it had like little figurines on it or whatever. I bought 2 pies of pizza sticks, chips. Everything came out to about $100.
Love that.
For everything that I bought for the class. And then with the gifts, it was like an additional $25 to do separate little gifts. $125. And I had money left
A
over.
house party or other party could
1,000
never.
or more.
Could never. Yeah.
I was like, you know
That's
what?
balling on a budget.
Yeah,
I
I was
love
like,
it.
no. And he had a great time because it was the last day of school. They ended up doing water balloon fight. So me and Zoe actually went because she had to come with me. So she got to spend time in the school with her brother. They were like, she was playing with him and with the kids, and they sat down to watch a movie. He was like, this is the best birthday ever.
I love that.
And I was like,
It's the cheapest birthday. It's the best birthday for me too.
I was like, so I had money left over and I just put it away in his savings. I was like, so this would have been for a party. I'm going to put it away for your savings or for something that, well, we have to do classes. You know, swim classes, what,
Right,
$148 a month? I'm like,
girl. And that's like on the lower end.
yeah.
Because I'm here like, hey, military discount thing right now. I got it to like $158.10. That's how I know.
Yeah.
That's how I'm on my budget game too. I was like to the penny.
Yep.
I know exactly what I'm paying. But before the military discount, I think it was like $180.
Mm.
And I literally then sometimes look at the parents that have obviously more than one, and some of them have like 3 or 4 kids, and even the sibling discounts aren't even all that.
They're not. And we did swim school. So we're in swim school now. And I put Oliver and Alina in there, but Alina just did not, she's not comfortable. She's not comfortable going into the water. And then of course they have a business to run. So they're coming up to me asking me if they can do like a one-on-one with her. And that's $85 a session.
Yeah.
I'm like, so if you do 85 times 4, I'm like, are you nuts? Like I have 3 children.
Right.
Like,
something you could consider now that you have the pool is to get someone that's certified to come to the house and train and give her whatever lessons there. And it'll probably be cheaper than that.
But here's the thing. It's so funny because my husband does not swim. He's never kind of learned, and he just, he chills at the pool.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, whatever.
And he's like tall enough that you're
Exactly.
like, oh, you're fine.
Like, you're drowning. You're fine. But me, like, I had to learn how to swim, and like, I was an only child for a very long time. So my mom put me in everything. So I know how to swim. And we always say this story. Berto's like, I still remember when we went to the Bahamas and you looked at that vest and you're like, that's disgusting. I'm not putting that on. And threw yourself off the boat to go snorkeling. And I was like, because I know how to swim.
I'm a shark in the
And
water.
then I would go like this. I was like, oh no. Like, I'd pretend like I was drunk. I'm like, just kidding. And he's like, you're the fucking worst. You're horrible. I'm like, help me. But I could teach the kids how to swim. Like, I know I can do it. I was teaching them a little bit when we were in Florida. Elena just does not want to get in. So yes, Friday was her last class because all she did was put her feet in the water. And it's like the trainers can't go with the other kids because she's like sitting there, whatever. So I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. But what I'll wrap up with, which is very important, I took matters into my own hands and I decided that I was going to seek help and get medical help to get disability so that I can take a mental health leave from work because it was just too much. It got to a point where I felt how I was working, how it was reciprocated, how I was being spoken to just wasn't aligning with me. And instead of instantly putting the blame on myself, which is very easy for me to do, I sat there, I took my notes. I said, this is what I'm going through. This is what I've been doing. This is my job description. And this is what they're asking me to do. And none of it is aligning. So my doctor, therapist, and psychiatrist all said that if I don't take time off, I'm going to be headed towards a mental breakdown. And one thing about being somebody, like, I'm not replaceable at home, no matter what. Like, God forbid something happens to me and then Berto loses his freaking mind and decides that he's going to bring some thotty in there to try to be with my children, which is never happening.
That is not going to happen.
She cannot replace my 12,000.
We are not speaking death on our lives. That is not.
I'm like, that can't.
And you are irreplaceable
my
regardless.
The personalities here that keep him on his toes. So, but yeah, I brought it up to their attention and I brought it to HR and said, this is how I'm feeling. This is how I've been feeling. These are my experiences. I just don't think that this is fair. And I don't want to lose my job for something that's so stupid. Like,
right.
And I had to sit there and be like, Nora, this job's not even that serious. Like, chill. Like, you've done more and you're capable of more. But right now,
It's not the season for
it's
it.
not. And then I never want to use, like, I never use my kids' disability, which is not, to me, is not a disability, but I never use that. Like, I'm never like, it's because no, I'm an autism mom of two. And simple things are hard for us to do. Like, we went to the park. I wanted a nice little park day. A nice little park day. And guess what? The wind bothered Elena. And then it was too hot and all the Sonic ice cream melted on Oliver's hands. And then Zoe was like, these guys are really annoying. And trying to be one with 3 kids is a lot. And then the world is ugly. So I'm just like, that's it. We're going home. I'm like, we tried 10 minutes. We're done. And we wrapped it up. And I was like, it's not a fail. I came out and I did what I needed to do. So,
And also you just adapt in and learn. Like, okay, that doesn't work for us.
Yep.
On to the next thing. And it's just that, like that trial and error.
Yeah.
Of what works for you.
A lot of it. And then we did go to the library, which was fun.
And how did they like that?
They liked it. I mean, Alina's very loud. She doesn't understand like spacing and everything. So like we're working on her indoor. I'm like,
and I mean, I feel like when it's the kids section, especially if they have like do they have a separate room? Like
yeah, they have a separate
They
room.
usually, I feel like they don't mind like, with the noise.
Yeah, and I was like,
Indoor.
And she's like, oh. And then she's like, can you read that book for me? And I'm like, and she's like, okay, mommy. And I'm like,
you should, I feel like, definitely recorded that.
I am. I'm going to record her because
just for like your,
right. They have sensory book something. I put all of them in for the 4 sessions that they have, and they're bringing in people who like have like they're bringing kinetic sand. They're bringing all these things to like heighten their sensory plus read these books. And I'm like, okay, so this is gonna be good.
No, and that's one thing. Your public library
has so many
things. Please go. It not only just for kids, but for adults. I think the same day of my birthday, they had some sewing thing going on. And I like now that I subscribe to like their email, so I'm getting it. I'm making sure I hit like their VIPs. So it's like it pops up along all the other emails that I get. And I was just like, oh man, I was literally bummed that I was like, I already have plans. I wanted to go to the sewing class. But they offer like so many different things that even like some like chair yoga, just depends on your library, what they have, like, but just look.
Yeah.
And there's so many things, and it's free.
Crazy.
And if you're a homeowner in that town and you're paying taxes, like technically it's not free. It's coming out of your tax money. So go use it. And again, the events.
Yeah.
And we don't have, again, going back to being like budgeting and being conscious of our coins. Again, so many free things. So many free things.
Hoopla.
Yeah, and the Hoopla app. Shout out again, I always say to Serena, or I don't know if it was Kristen that mentioned it first, in one of the book clubs, the Hoopla app, so HOOPLA, you have to have a library card. So if you don't, go get yourself a library card. It is free. You could download the app on your phone and you can get free audiobooks, sometimes that you are paying for on Audible or any other listening where you can listen to books, and also free ebooks.
Yeah,
so
and that's Libby too.
I haven't even like ventured into Libby.
Like for if you can't get it on Hoopla, like try Libby, and you can get like the ebooks, like instead of it, if you don't want to do Kindle Unlimited or whatever,
right?
You can bring it. It could go onto your Kindle,
right? And the book that I mentioned before, that's how I was able to listen to it for free on my Hoopla app, The Love and Respect by Dr. Emerson. And then obviously I went to get the physical trophy book at Barnes & Noble because it's a book that I'll definitely be rereading and referring back to in the future.
And speaking of books, we did a book crawl for Cindy's birthday. And that was a highlight. And it was but it was so nice.
It was. And the weather was on our side that day because I feel like always for my birthday, there's been past memories where it's like scorching. I remember my 30th birthday, we did I'm trying to remember the freaking name of the pop-up, but some rosé thing. It was in Governor's Island.
Yes.
Well, Mari went, And it was literally like over 20 of us, I want to say. We did like a whole party bus, all that stuff. And everyone paid so much money for those tickets. And I literally like felt so bad because we got there and I don't think we were even able to be there for like 30 minutes.
It was that
That's
hot.
how nasty it
Yeah.
was. And of course, we didn't do like the VIP thing where they had a little pool to cool off. And then by the time we got there, like all the shaded areas were taken. And then I felt bad. I remember my comadre was like 4 or 5 months pregnant out there in that. I was just like, yeah, no, we gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go. People were like passing out. You couldn't even eat like because that's how hot it was.
Ugh,
All
yeah.
you wanted was like a water, something refreshing. It was terrible. So like going back to the book crawl
Yes.
that you and Kayla did, that was
Yes.
just so great.
Yes,
I love it. I
yes.
love it.
So I asked Cindy what she wanted for her birthday, and she was like, a book crawl. I was like, okay. So we actually went to, we started off in
Blue coffee.
Yeah, Blue Coffee, and then we went to
In Montclair.
Then we went to Watchung Bookstore in Montclair, and then after that, we decided that we were going to go to what's the cute one, where we got the blue bag.
Oh, the Collective.
The Collective
bookstore in Verona.
In Verona.
And then I was like, oh, La Bella Cafe
Cafe.
is up the street. But didn't even like bother like looking if they were open or not. I think they may have been, because the lights were on, but I think they were either
Doing an event,
hosting a private event or not, because they do a lot of cute events there for children and also for adults. That's where I did the Bridgerton
Yes.
event last year, actually as part of a birthday gift from my friend Michelle. Shout out to you. And I was just like, oh my God. And their coffee was really good. And they have like the pastries and things like
Yeah.
that. And it's decorated beautifully. So we walked there, then turns out it was closed. So
We were getting our steps in. So
we sure got our steps in that day as well.
And then we went to Short Hills to go to Indigo. And then, of course, visit the Little in Italy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then visit the Little Words.
The Little Words Project. We got our bracelets,
Yes.
affirmation bracelets.
Yep. We should tell them what ours are in an episode, just to
Okay.
kind of go over the ones
And like
that
the
we have.
meaning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I have
meaning
to.
behind it.
I have 2 that are not on right now. So I guess
You still have room on that?
yeah, I do. The whole in mind, I'll just get like
You're
like the big size.
Remember ravers back in the day that they used to have?
Oh yeah, all the things. Yeah. So now that's
Yep.
us.
Classy ravers. But yeah, so we did that, and that was a really, really fun time.
It
Kayla
was.
came all the way from Poughkeepsie.
She did from upstate New York.
Yeah.
So shout out to you, Kayla, and
Yeah.
thank you for being so generous and gracious, the both of you.
What
Like
was
I
your
love it. I love
day?
it. And when I'm again going back to being Pastor Cindy, and that's Kayla actually. She was like, okay, Pastor Cindy.
Yep.
What I've noticed is just like this conversation now that I've been able to like insert God in every single conversation. And I feel like I probably like did that before, but not as intentionally as I'm doing now. And I feel like it's just coming out naturally because again, the way that my heart is molding or my heart is softening up, because if you knew the past, if you know the past me, like again, just the hardcoreness, the tough love, the just effing do it, you'll be fine. Like drink water and move on. Now I'm like, again, still part of that soft girl.
Drink your water, but add some ice and lemon to it. Romanticize it with a beautiful straw with a butterfly on
You
it.
have to.
Sit
You have
in front of the window.
right. Get that vitamin D, and it's just that, like taking,
Feet to the grass.
making any little moment a big deal. Like,
Oyster
why not?
Fridays.
Yes, that's why I got my oyster shirt on. Oyster Fridays. That's right. Every single Friday, if you're a Prime member, $12 for a dozen oysters of your choosing at Whole Foods, and they do shuck them for you, aka they open them up for you if you don't want to shuck them yourself at home. But if they do that for you, they're good within like the hour and a half, 2 hours max, because once they start feeling like or smelling fishy, they've gone bad, because remember, they're alive. They are alive. But if you plan on doing them any other way, but the best minerals and vitamins for you to get. So that's why, like, when I do it weekly, I'm like, okay, once a week, I'll treat myself. And this is my natural vitamins. I know it's like high in zinc, which I know we all need, especially for our immune systems. And also,
I guess I gotta start romanticizing my Friday. My Friday lunches.
Well, come on over, girl. You know
Make it
where the oysters be. Yeah, you know where the oysters be. And it's just that, like, making every little moment grand.
Well,
why not?
My mother-in-law's here. They came from Portugal, and her and I love design. We love design. And I'm like Babs the Builder over here. And she wants to help me so much. So this whole week, we're going to go to Home Depot to get stuff so I could start doing my built-ins. We're going to start doing the things that we know we can control and do. And she just loves having that time with me. And I love having that time with her. Because
Okay, so I'm going to join you guys for my closet.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we'll just come to your, now you come to your closet.
I've been like, I was just like,
when is Nora going to get over here to do it?
And I was just like, she's been going through so much stuff with work. And I'm like, this is not the time for me to dump a freaking DIY project on you or Bob the Builder. I was like,
I got it. Don't worry.
With Nora the Builder, I was just like, I can't tap into that part of Nora right now because I know you're already like, you were drained, you know? And even now, like life is coming, she's coming back.
She's gone. I forgot. I was getting infusions.
Oh, yes.
We will talk about that another time.
Yeah.
I was getting iron infusions because my iron was so low, I had to go to the ER. And anytime like I bent down to get something and like came back up, like I would see like black spots and stuff like that. And my hematologist was like, you need infusions. So I got 5 rounds and then 3 shots of B12.
Okay.
And
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
You are thriving.
Yeah. Well,
you're thriving.
We're trucking along.
Chugging, yeah.
I'm trying.
And talking about that, like health and again, I know we were just talking about minerals and vitamins. Yes, we are in the summer, but this is your time. And I do it with Caleb to boost immune systems as much as you can before like that fall season. The kids go back to school season. All the germs are at an all-time high. This is the best time to boost your immune system as naturally as you can. One of the things that I always recommend is the bone broth, if you can make that from scratch. But they also sell, I think the brand is called Butcher's Block. They sell it at all supermarkets because I've gotten it like from ShopRite, Whole Foods. Obviously, it'll be a little bit more expensive at Whole Foods. They have like a beef one and a chicken one. Really, really good. Again, you could do like it's almost like tasteless.
Yeah.
So you can, if you want to like jazz it up with some lemon and have it like a tea, like drink it as a tea. Or again, if you wanna be Betty the homemaker or whatever, make it from scratch. You could completely make it from scratch. It's about getting like chicken bones and beef bones. You could literally Google, ask AI to give you the recipe, and it's really simple. That all the things, and of course, sun. Like getting sun, and especially in the morning. And if you're prone to like getting sunburn, one thing that I saw and I was like, oh, that makes so much sense, is to gradually like expose yourself to the sun. So don't lay out there like you haven't, obviously, especially us in the Northeast, we haven't been exposed to sun like that. And especially the way that this heat has been, it's been extreme in months. So that's why they say even in the winter months, if you can step outside like that first light of the morning just for 10 minutes, so by the time the summer comes, your skin has already adapted to getting sun on a regular basis. And they say to do this without any sunscreen. And that's another thing too, that I've been also kind of like switching gears. It's like whatever the world or the news is telling me not to do, I'm going to do it. So as far as like, oh, the eggs, the red meat, all these things, I'm going to do it because then what? You're shoving a processed sugary drink from these freaking cafe or fast food coffee chains, and you're literally feeding us crap. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm going to do the complete opposite.
They're like, and this is worse than my egg.
Right. And that's another thing that I recently learned, that eggs have so many, it's like the most nutrient dense food that you can have. And one thing I aim for Caleb, whether it's boiled, scrambled, or whatever, is to at least give him 1 egg before school every single morning. If that's all he wants to eat, fine. But then I'll do like the pancakes and like the bacon or turkey bacon, whatever, breakfast sausage. But I'm like, just please eat your egg.
Yeah.
Eat your egg. Because so it has like, again, the amino acids. I think it's like high like in vitamin A, which I think like we need for our sight. And especially again, him going through what he's going through now. And the eye doctor that I took him to is holistic. And he literally said, he was like, please give Caleb as much whole foods as possible. And sometimes I feel like society has also bamboozled us to think that eating clean is hard, because we can just go through a fast food line or drive through and pick up food really quick. And then if we're doing that on a regular basis, we're literally like suppressing our immune system. We're suppressing ourselves from being great. Because I even noticed that too, like cleaning up my diet, it's not 100%. And I don't think it'll ever be 100%, but I feel like I'm 70% better. than I was in January when we recorded the last season. And that to me is, I'll take that win all day, every day. And I'll share as much as I can. And now, let's say like a simple dish, like a go-to dish for Caleb is literally like chicken breast, grilled chicken breast, or like pan-fried chicken breast in either olive oil or avocado oil, broccoli and sweet potatoes, or potato, or any other type of potato. And he loves it. And again, it's just keeping it simple. We have overcomplicated literally everything.
Literally.
And it's making us go haywire. And again, we're told to, go get the coffee from Dunkin' or whatever. And sometimes, that's like 600 calories.
Empty calories.
And liquid calories. And that sugar, man, we're literally killing ourselves.
Yeah. And then our body craves it more because it's like a drug. And then it's like,
exactly,
it's that silent drug because like once and then you're like, ugh.
Yeah. And then we don't know why we're sick, or we have this, or we have that, and we have all this inflammation in our body. Another thing too is like we live a sedentary life. Like we were told to go out there, get degrees, get these corporate jobs. So we're sitting 8 hours a day in front of a computer. We drive home to then sit on our couches for another 4 or 5 hours to watch TV. Where is the movement in our bodies? Back in the day, the average human or caveman was like walking 16,000 steps a day. I think on average now, we're probably getting like 2,500 steps a day. That's a huge difference. And it makes the sense, again, for circulatory diseases, inflammation diseases, and all these things. And a lot of us have made the diseases our life. Yeah. Like that's who we are. We can't change. I'm here to tell you, it's an attitude thing. It's a mindset thing. You have all the tools to change right in front of you. You just have to look for them. And again, I'm here if you're open to change, to talk about it. But also, again, if you're trapped in that cage and you're not aware of it, that's going to be hard. Yeah. And that's why you feel like making a change is hard. Because again, I've been in those cages. Change is uncomfortable as heck. Eating healthy is boring. It is boring as heck. But once you start seeing those results, you're like, oh, okay. Because I was there. Like I said, I thought I was the exception, that I could eat the whole 50-50. Like, I'll just work out more today. I'll just burn more calories today because I'm going to eat like shit later. And Mr. Kelvin has always told me it's 80-20. It's 80-20. 80% nutrition, 20% physical movement. And literally the other day I told him, I was like, you were right.
He's like, wait, come again?
You're 100% right. Because once I started cleaning up my diet, I noticed the difference instantly. And not even just like physically, but internally. Because then all this stuff is like bombarding, is like what is hijacking our freaking brains. All this processed stuff, all this sugary shit. And the thing is, like, we're also then giving. I know, my bad. All the sugar honey iced tea stuff. And then we're also then ignorantly or uneducatedly passing that on to our kiddos. Yeah. You know, and then it's just like, then that's when it becomes hard to break that cycle. But we are here.
We're the cycle breakers.
We are the cycle breakers. We're the generational curse breakers. We are all the things. And we are here for you guys. We're so happy to be back. We're back. We are back. Do you have anything to say to wrap up this wonderful episode?
We are looking forward to an amazing season.
We got some things in the works. We won't drop any hints.
No.
But no.
So we are recording this
a couple weeks in advance from the release date.
So I'm putting this out there that if you are a Love Island fan, that Amaya Papaya and Brian Wynn.
I have nothing. I know zero about Love Island. I just know Amaya
to win. She needs that 100,000, and her and Brian need to have a show because they're so cute.
When is the season finale?
Today.
So we're recording this July 13th.
Yeah. So I have my cousins are coming. My Alberto's cousins are coming over, and we call the backyard the villa. So they're coming to the villa, and we're gonna watch. Our Elba's coming over.
I love it.
I'm like, you all need to come over.
I love it.
But that's become my personality, Love Island. We all have vices. At least mine are not drugs.
Go chit chat with Nora on the Love Island. Like I said, all I know about Love Island is Amaya Papaya, and that's it. And what was the word that she said?
Hold on. She's like, I give you all the opportunity.
Our girl from New York.
Yes.
That is. I cursed
Flying,
again.
flying like the pigeons in the city. That's what she said.
New York pigeons.
Yep.
A
Ruthless.
staple.
Yep.
A staple.
The staple. All
Well,
right,
we
guys.
love you guys. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe, turn on that bell for the notifications.
Sharing is caring.
Ask the questions, leave the comments. And if it's something that you wouldn't tell your mama or say to your mama, don't, not even about us, but like just in general,
Yeah,
internet
be nice.
etiquette. Like, what's the point? Like, if you don't be, what is it you call it? A keyboard
warrior.
Yeah, don't. There's no point. You're literally wasting your energy. You could turn that into good energy, into something else.
You could go take a walk on a walking pad.
Oh yeah, get yourself a walking pad.
Put your feet
We'll
on the
talk more
ground.
about it. Yeah. Go ground yourself. Take your socks off, shoes off, and just put them on the grass.
Exactly.
And look up and think. Think the sky above, the God above, spiritual, whatever you believe in.
The universe,
all that jazz. We love you.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye.